Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the video, hit that thumbs up button, consider subscribing. Also check out my Amazon and ECS affiliate link down below. Today we will be installing the Flex Fuel Kit in Matt's BMW 335 with the N54 engine. As many of you guys know, his car is already tuned. We're now tuning it for E85, which we're going to show you in this video with MHD. We're also installing, like I mentioned, a Flex Fuel Kit. Now this kit, the car can already support E85, but this kit's going to allow him to know how much ethanol percentage is in the fuel system, and the tune's actually going to adapt to that. So if it has 30% or 20%, the tune will adapt to how much ethanol he has in his car. So we're going to go over an installation of that kit today from Burger Tuning, but it is made by Fuel It, so I'll have that linked down below if you guys want to check it out. So here's everything we have from Fuel It. Matt's going to go over what everything does.
So the Fuel It kit contains the ethanol sensor. This is a Bluetooth adapter. So there's an app on your phone that you can get, and it'll tell you the ethanol percentage on your phone. And then you could theoretically go in and change your tune. But I also got the Motive Flex Fuel Kit. So this adapter here goes into the DME, and you change around a few pins. And this allows MHD to understand the ethanol percentage in your car, and it'll automatically change the tune based on that. So this came with the Fuel It kit, and this is for like a JB4 or something, and just for this adapter to work. So, and then the kit also came with new fuel lines. This goes from the sensor to the high pressure fuel pump, and there's another one, a longer one, that goes from the fuel pump, the low pressure fuel pump, to the sensor. So these are all E85 upgraded lines. I'm pretty sure they're 3/8, so they're bigger lines, they can flow better, no restrictions, so, and they won't corrode or anything.
So we removed the back seats and we pulled up this lid, and right here we ran the Fuel It line. It's right here, and I want to show you under the car how we did it. Matt thought of a very clever way. We were trying to snake it through and it wasn't actually going, it's just a very thick tube. So what we did is Matt tied a string, stuck the string down, and pulled it right through. So let me show you. So right there is the string attached to the Fuel It line, and then it's snaked all the way up, and I will show you guys it running next to the hardline tube. The hardline tube is this white tube right there, so we're gonna run that to the front of the car, and then we have to tap in the actual sensor and mount it somewhere up to the body. So we now connected the new lines to the fuel pump and below the car and at the high pressure fuel pump, which I'll show you in a second. You should look up a video on how these connectors come out because they are pretty tricky, but that's where we're at now. We connected it up to the fuel pump, and I'll show you at the bottom. We have the line ran in the old line that we just pulled out, and it connects. I'll show you where it connects to the high pressure fuel pump in the front of the car. So if you look right down here, it's kind of hard to see, but there is the fuel, the high pressure fuel pump, and that's where it connects. Let me see if I can get you a better view. Right down there, that metal line. And if you look up N54 fuel line replacement, you'll see how those connectors work. Like I said, they are a little tricky, so that's why I didn't show, but we are now going to run the new cable all the way up to the high pressure fuel pump. So it's very tight down here, but I want to give you guys a look at, here is the ethanol sensor right here to determine the percentage. So we ran the fitting here, and then it goes here, and then we also added this sensor right here, which is the Bluetooth one, so it connects with an app, and then we have the cable running for that all the way up into the DME. You can see that we use zip ties to secure it properly, and then the line is running up to the high pressure fuel pump as previously mentioned. So now all we have to do is pin this into the DME. So this is the cable right here that we snaked to the DME, and I'll show you guys what we're doing at the DME side.
So if you have MHD tune, then you need to buy the Motive Flex Fuel box to interpret the data and give it to MHD. So in order to run all this, we've ran the wire up from the Flex Fuel sensor, and then we've taken the connectors, both of them, off of the DME, and the small connector on the driver's side of the car, there's a gray and then a black, and you want to take the black one out. And first you have to take out this slider that actually locks them in place, and you do that. There's a couple things right here that you got to push down on with a pin or something. And then we're taking out pin 16, This is labeled 26 to 14, so you just count over, and it's pin 16. It's a white with a purple stripe on it. So you take that out, also with a little pin, and then we're putting in the female green wire from the motive kit. So that just slides in. You heard a little clip, and then you're all set. So for this, we're gonna tape this off either with some shrink wrap or some electrical tape, and then we have a few more wires to connect and we'll be all set. Alright, so we're doing the same thing for the big connector, the passenger side, and so we also took out the clip and then pulled out the sub connector. This is the black one, not the white one, and it says we're doing pin 25. So you see 23 here, so 23, 24, 25. It's empty like they said it should be. And this is for the orange wire. So we're going to insert the female end of it. Into 25, not 26. There we go. It should be all set. Alright, so the next one is pin 10 on the same sub connector, and it's a yellow wire. And then we see the yellow wire for the motive kit, and you can see there's a jumper here. So we're going to insert the female end into the connector. Okay. Now we connect these two. And then we will put some electrical tape on that. Alright, so little finishing update. We made the power connection, which is the red wire, down to the posi tap, and you tap into this wire on the bottom, and then the ground we had to extend a little bit, and that's going to be connected down to here, and there's a ground right here. So we're going to connect that up in a second, and that should be all of our connections, and we'll just put the cover back on and reflash it with MHD, and we should be all set.
Alright, so we finished installing the full flex fuel kit. Now we are going to tune the car with MHD so it can be tuned for E85. I think right now Matt has just a standard stage 2 tune on it to run 93, and now we're going to tune it for E85.
Alright, so to do that, it's pretty easy. All we do is select that and go to some settings too, because I also put in a new T-map, so we have to select that I have the 3.5 bar. Alright, and you see right here, Motive Flex Fuel Kit installed, and that option wasn't there before, so we're going to check that off. Alright, we should be all set, and now all we have to do is reflash it. Guess we're going to be doing a long right today.
If you guys want to know any more information about MHD, I'll have a link down in the description below. They make all sorts of tunes for many different BMWs, so definitely check that out in the link below. Very happy to have them on board and sponsoring this video.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright, so we do want to conclude the video and show you what we have working. Here we have the Fuel It app that connects, and he connected to the adapter that's underneath the car, and we can see the actual ethanol content. You can see we're running E23, and we can actually see the temperature of the fuel, which is really cool. Unfortunately, right now MHD is not recognizing the new sensor. We're going to work on that, but we just wanted to update you that we're having some issues with that. But that's really all we have for today's video. If you guys have any questions about what we did, definitely drop a comment down below. Also check out the links in the description to Burger Tuning and MHD, as they made this video possible, so huge shout out to them, and thank you for working with us once again. If you guys have not already checked out my Amazon ECS affiliate link, do so, as they help out the channel and continue funding fun projects like this. That's all I have for this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.